Body cams worn by Toronto Freshco employees raise questions about safety and privacy. This is by CBC Radio Canada. You know you're going to get a great article when they don't even have the name of the author. Nobody wanted to associate themselves with this piece of propaganda. Some grocery store owned by Sobeys are the latest What? I can't read. Why do I do this? Some grocery stores owned by Sobeys Incorporated are the latest Toronto stores to test body-worn cameras. That's a terrible sentence. That's bullshit, CBC Radio. How much do you guys get paid to write this stuff? I suck at English. I was a failure all throughout school. This system told me I was nothing. And they expect me to read these hard-to-digest sentences. This is the type of sentence that's supposed to make you not keep reading. Because it's bullshit, CBC. In a statement, the retailer confirmed it's piloting the project after the body cams were spotted on Freshco employees in a store located at Sherbourne and Isabella Streets. I don't know exactly where that is, but I do know Sherbourne is a rough street. And if you're working a grocery store on Sherbourne, you probably are in mortal danger at all times. Risking your life for whatever it is Freshco pays you, which is not much. Because if you've ever been to a Freshco, you would know it looks like, Longo's does on day 2 of the apocalypse. That's the type of grocery store that Freshco is. If I go to Freshco, I'm the hottest person there. I'm a nice little piece of ass at Freshco. I'm walking around feeling like $1 million at Freshco. And I do frequent Freshco because that is the bracket that I am in. So that's when I feel my most attractive during the week is when I'm grocery shopping. The cameras are being used to combat harassment and assault directed towards employees and to prevent shoplifting and other crimes. Sobeys spokesperson Caitlin Gray said, Well, Caitlin, let me tell you this. If we've created an environment where people have to wear body cams for their protection doing grocery store jobs, we have lost the fucking plot, guys. We've lost it. We've lost it. We have fallen like a bomb out of the sky, gentlemen and ladies. We've lost the plot. These are essential workers that keep our society running. These are the beautiful guardians of our fresh food supply. These are incredible people who wake up every day and don't just move around money on a computer. They don't just bullshit and scam people. They go and they staff the stores so that people like you and people like me can get our delicious food, our variety of fresh fruits and vegetables. We can even go to the little pharmacy. We can get little protein bars to just give us little nudges of energy throughout the week, all made possible by these incredible grocery store workers. And yet they are in such danger that even the soulless corporate overlords that exist in this world have decided to try and protect them with body cams. Of course, I believe that the main reason they're doing this is to prevent theft. I mean, I'm sure it has very little to do with protecting their employees, because we've gone so far down the path of not protecting them that it's hard to believe they care. Our entire society has fostered a system in which customer service employees can be abused at every turn, because if they talk back or defend themselves, their job is on the line. So essentially, we have infantilized an entire population of adults to treat people like this. Every time an unhinged, insane person wants to take out their stress on somebody, they can do it on a grocery store worker and know that they are in the power position and nothing will happen to them. And this is also that these corporate overlords can get their money, because it would be so bad if we just let our workers have dignity and stick up for themselves. Unbelievable, insane. And when we have a society that does that, these people go around and are validated everywhere they go. And the bad activities that they do, the bad behavior that they do becomes normalized and positively encouraged, and it spreads. And now we have fresh co-workers with body cams, because that's how far it's gone. Romshinators, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of acting like it's normal. It's not. But James Kirk, director of the Center of Free Expression at Toronto Metropolitan University says he thinks it could have the opposite effect. James, you are a sage. Let's hear what you have to say. I think it makes any employee ... more vulnerable rather than safer, because potential thieves may see the body cam and just want to grab it off them. James, you look like the type of guy who is an incredible customer to have. This guy's definitely never screamed at somebody because there was no pairs. You know, he's just shooting from the hip. James, thank you for your input. Sobeys has seen a significant decrease in violence and aggression towards employees and customers since the cameras were introduced at select locations. Gray said in a statement the retailer also said the body cams only record when activated by a store manager during an incident and are not used to monitor employees. Okay. You think I'm fucking stupid? You think they're not watching their employees at all times? Well, they're probably not. They probably don't care that much. But I don't think this is going far enough. I think the Sobeys employees should also be armed. Okay, I think they should be able to make arrests. And I think they should be full paramilitary officers, special constables. So when you're stacking that shelf and you want to go up to them and start screaming at them about why the ravioli's not on sale anymore, you'll understand that they have a baton and a body camera. And that they, at best, if you're killed by a grocery store worker, I want them to just get 2 years of paid time off. That's what I think. They should all have police officer rights. So if a grocery store worker hits you in the back of the head with a beefaroni, if you catch what's the chef's name? Chef Ravioli, what's his name? The Italian guy. Why am I blanking on this in the middle of a video? It's so embarrassing. Oh God, Chef Boyardee. Yes. If you catch a Chef Boyardee ravioli can to the back of the head and it hits you in that one spot that just kills you and you just boom, hit the ground, hit that cold tile, that cold grocery store tile, bang, and you die, I want that grocery store worker to get 2 years paid time off, just like a cop does. I don't think this goes far enough. That's my hot take. That's my hot take. Customers need to be informed of body cam use, experts say. Privacy experts have also raised some concerns about the practice. See, a privacy expert as a job is the type of person that will be a terrible customer. Like, that's the type of job where you sit there and do nothing all day. I'm a privacy expert. Please leave my office. Please give me my privacy. Sir, are you in there, just doing crosswords because you don't know how to use the computer and getting paid $300,000 a year despite doing nothing and having no skills? I'm a privacy expert. Give me my privacy. Get out. You stupid Uber Eats bastard. Why is my food cold? Because they have nothing. They have nothing. These customers. These customers are like, oh, I'm really concerned. Everywhere I go, there's CCTV cameras. Everybody has cameras on their phones, but I really don't want the girl at the grocery counter to have a body cam, so I can. How am I going to make creepy comments at them and entrap them socially in awful conversations and yell at them about situations they can't control? I would look terrible if that footage got out. Hey, can you believe these guys? The public should be informed about the use of the cameras, whether the footage is being retained, and for how long, the statement says. No one seems concerned with the other surveillance that happens in our society. The Office of the Privacy Commissioner, terrible customer right there, Privacy Commissioner. You know what? I think that the grocery store workers should be able to decide for themselves whether they want the cameras on them or not. How about that? How about that? I bet you in this whole article, we are not going to hear from one grocery store worker. I haven't read this yet. It says a 3-minute read on the top. I've been talking about this thing for a few minutes now. We should be close to the end. I bet you they don't even ask one of the workers because they don't respect them. Because that's the whole problem. Why don't we put the power in the people's hands who it actually affects? The people who actually are on the front lines dealing with this fucked up society. Customer service is the pressure release valve of society. Why can't we just let them decide what's best for them? Oh no, they can't. The privacy commissioner, he has some concerns. He says any organization subject to the Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act should take steps to ensure that the public is informed that video surveillance is taking place. Yeah, it's called the sign. You're on camera. It's called seeing it. You see the body cam. I can't tell. Maybe, am I crazy for like thinking that the workers should probably decide if they want the body cams? I don't know. Let's get all the way to the bottom. Yeah, so this is the end. They haven't asked a single worker at this store what they thought. And maybe that's because the company wouldn't allow them. Maybe they asked. But could you have maybe gotten someone to anonymously say something? One of the workers maybe can say whether this makes them feel safer or not. I don't know. Is that crazy? I'm not a journalist. These people are hired to do this. This is a nameless, faceless article. This could be AI for all I know. I don't know. Why not ask somebody who actually is there and has worn the body cam what they think? In fact, I think that should be the first person that you ask, right? But no, it has to be a corporate spokesperson and then a privacy commissioner who probably sits at his office all day touching his privates. Bam! You got roasted. Oh, God. Yeah, this is the whole article. I mean, honestly, Romshinators, I don't really know what to think about the body cam situation. I think it should be up to the workers, whether they feel safer with it or not. It should be up to them. And it shouldn't be activated by a manager. It should be activated by the person wearing the body cam, of course. That being said, the privacy aspect is important, but we're all pretty used to being surveilled now. Everything we do is surveilled in some way or form, so I'm not really sure. Although I do think that it would be a good thing if grocery store workers became basically police officers, like paramilitary, so to speak, with the same rights and as cops have, because that's kind of where society's going. If we keep on infantilizing the public and telling them they can say and do whatever they want to customer service people with no repercussions, because they don't want to upset the customer. The customer's always right, and then all of a sudden they've got body cams. So we've gone so far in the wrong direction here. It's hard to know what's right or wrong at this point. But anyways, let me know what you think down below, Romshinators. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Please comment down below the last time you had to turn your body cam on. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, Romshinators. Good night.